Jackson explains the extraordinary. A clip from M. Glass movie clip, Samuel L. Night. Shyamalan's latest superhero thriller has surfaced featuring Samuel L. Jackson explaining the extraordinary. The latest addition to the Israel 177 saga is set to release later this month and will unite two of Shyamalan's most praised films, Unbreakable and Split. While appears to be the closing chapter of a planned trilogy, it is set to have a big opening weekend. This shared universe began with Shyamalan's 2000 superhero drama, Unbreakable, which could lead to future films. The film centered on David Dunn, Bruce Willis, a security guard who survives a train wreck and discovers he possesses superhuman characteristics after befriending a disabled comic art gallery owner. Jackson, Elijah Price, Samuel L. Several years later, Shyamalan returned with Split, a psychological horror film focusing on Kevin Wendell Crumb, James McAvoy, a man with 23 distinctive personalities, who kidnaps 3 teenage girls to present them as an offering to an impending 24th personality, the Beast. However, in traditional Shyamalan fashion, Split turned out to be an unofficial sequel to Unbreakable, which sets up the stage for this upcoming film. Ever since that jaw-dropping moment, fans have been clamoring for more, and now a clip from has been released. Courtesy of Comic Book, a clip from has been released showing Jackson in character as Elijah Price, better known as Mr. In the clip, Mr. Glass, as he explains the extraordinary. Glass interacts with one of Crumb's many personalities, Patricia. She appears to be doubtful of the promises made by Price, but he is able to put her at ease. This scene could be a look at one of the ways Price convinces Crumb to join forces with him against Dunn. Mr. Glass calms Patricia down with the following remark: "Everything extraordinary can be explained away, and yet, it is true. Everything we will see and do will have a basis in science. I think deep down you know this. But it will have limits. This is the real world, not a cartoon. Some of us can still bend steel. And yet, some of us don't die from bullets. That is not a fantasy. Fans will have to wait till the film releases to see more development between the two villains. But for some, that may be sooner rather than later. A special Shyamalanathon will be on by Alamo Drafthouse and Universal Pictures in order to celebrate the release of. In the film, Dunn will use his supernatural abilities to hunt down his former foe, Mr. Glass, and newly recruited Crumb. Since the first 2 entries had a twist, there is a high chance that Glass will feature one as well. While Shyamalan currently has no plans for a sequel, it is still possible that the film leaves the door open for more to explore in the future. For years, fans have asked for a follow-up to Unbreakable, and in a few days, the release of will look to please those who have been waiting. The movie is one of Shyamalan's most hyped projects in recent memory, so a lot is at stake here for him as a filmmaker moving forward. In recent years, he seems to have found his rhythm again, so fans should expect a satisfying conclusion to a trilogy that has spanned nearly 20 years. Source: Comic Book.